What's going on? What's going on? Right outside the lobby in our hotel, and life is great, man. Life is great. A lot of planning, strategy. You gotta be a strategist. You gotta do something. That's for sure. You gotta do something. So in a week we're going back home and spend the 4th of July weekend. So I'm pretty excited about that. And just gotta have time for yourself. You gotta have time to reconnect, with the family. Well, I mean, I talked to my dad. Happy Father's Day weekend, by the way, and that was awesome. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. Because talking to my dad is probably one of the biggest joys that I have. He's 82 years old, still kicking and goal setting, and I love my dad. I love my father. So I'm still, of course, I'm not lucky to have, my mom. But my dad, man, my dad is been there, for me, and it's good, man. We talked about it a lot. Every time we talk, we laugh, and I haven't seen him in probably about, I don't know, maybe 8 years, 10 years. No, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. So he's due. So he's always with the coronavirus and stuff, everything just, kind of went to, all different stuff. But anyway, you got to be strategic. You got to plan. You got to plan. You got to, do the right thing with your time. And a lot of things, man. You got to just having that, that ability to, to understand where you are. To understand where you are, physically, mentally, financially. But mentally, I think it's critical. I think I think for the past 5 years, I've been more aware to a lot of things. And last year I cut a lot of people out of my life. A lot of people were like, I changed my number, and I said, you know what? I got to do what's best for me. And what's best for me, it is what I do know best. Do my own thing. And the media world takes us to, that we have to do things like certain way, and we got to do this, and we got to, do that. You got to feel yourself. You got to feel great. You got to feel and understanding. I listen to a lot of Napoleon Hill. The law of attraction. The law of abundance. You got to feel right. And if you follow me in my Unbreakable, you can follow me on Facebook, on Instagram as The Unbreakable Road. If your house is a mess, if you have a problems with, if you're like, that's why when I went to divorce, everything really went like crumble. It really does suck. But there's nothing you can do. The only you can do is move forward and adjust to the changes. But finally, that for the past 4 years, literally for the past 4 years, my life is been like regaining, finally, the balance that I was looking for. But I put myself in that situation. I don't blame anybody but my own decisions, for my own my own outcome. But if your household is not all right, man, your business is not going anywhere, because you're gonna be stressed. You're gonna be out work. You gotta be outnumbered. You gotta be unfocused. You gotta be all over the place. And that's why people don't go out, to the park. They say, well, like if you're drinking, you gotta stop drinking. You gotta stop smoking. You gotta start. And I was watching him. I love Jason Statham. He's the guy that does the Transporter, right? I'm a huge fan of his work. But the guy, if you go see his story, it was just a guy. But anyway, I watched the movie. I don't remember the name of the movie right now. But basically, he was he was a soldier, right? He was I believe all his crew got killed and everything, and he became drunk, right? He became obviously blamed himself for a lot of things. So he went to become an alcoholic. So I think people beat him up, and finally he recovers, right? But he decided to actually take, and his moment was like he actually saw himself in the mirror. Someone actually was beating him up, and he basically looked himself at the mirror and he says, what the fuck, what I'm doing? And about 5 years ago, that's exactly what I did. I looked myself in the mirror, which is, is your biggest competitor. By the way, I say, you know what? I gotta do something about it. I gotta just change. I was not an alcoholic, but I was doing a lot of things, a lot of business at the same time, hanging around with the wrong people, not taking care of my family. That's what I will say. If your household, it is a mess, you are gonna be a mess. If your household, it is a mess, your home, it is. You're never going to flourish. You're never gonna go to the next level because you always stress, can't sleep, can't eat. You don't have that balance. You don't have that balance of that mental thing, so you just gotta be sharp, man. Your mind has to be fucking sharp. So my dad at 80 years old, he was like, I'm gonna do my Tai Chi, I'm gonna do my stretching. I did just a little bit, stretching. So I just had a little breakfast. So I'm just kind of like, today is gonna be more like a day that I'm gonna 2 days of recovery, because we've been doing it for the past 8 days. We've been like literally working. My body fucking aches, right? So I was watching some health stuff yesterday. So today is gonna be like my health day, basically. You gotta assess your body in a daily basis. Okay, where am I good? Am I feeling good? Okay, just keep doing good. Shut up, turn off the fucking TV, turn off the news, watch movies that uplift you. There is a bunch of movies. Like, I'm a huge fan of the CrossFit Games and how these athletes, they go through through these like punishments, man, and like we would do a lot of physical work, and like at the end of the day, you're like, you wake up, sore, your fingers hurt, your back hurts, your everything hurts, but your mind is still sharp. If we're sharp enough to go buy alcohol to the, then we can do a lot of things, When you first an adult and you start, making decisions, then you can make. Look at these. These people know how to park. I don't think these people know how to park. Anyway, so be the best you can be, but you gotta be. Your mind has to be active, man. Your mind has to be, like potent of water. So with Jason Statham, in the movie. And when he became probably a big paying actor, he worked out. These guys, have you seen any drama of these people? Never. Have you seen, Julia Roberts, getting out of troublesome bars? By the way, I was a huge fan of what's her name from Beverly Hills 90210, Heather Locklear. I was super fan. Blonde, hot. I remember that show, man. And apparently, she is having some troubles, and like the Lindsay Lohans, finally, people make the wrong fucking decisions. We go and just kind of like, until but if your household, it is not on sync. I'm going home, next week. We are super excited, a couple days, and then we come back to Louisiana for the fifth time. But it's okay, I'm enjoying. I miss the family, but when I'm out of town, I have time to kind of, I do a lot of things on myself. I spend a lot of time, reading, studying, and when I go home, okay, it's like. It's family time, it's no work, we're just gonna, go have some breakfast, really spend time together, go, walk at the park and and just kind of, okay, how do we feel? What do we need to do, right? So so this week, hopefully had a great Father's Day weekend. Man, talk to your father. Talk to you, and like I haven't seen my dad in 10 years, and I would like to visit him soon. So I'm super pumped. But my passport expires next year, so I gotta get it done. Apparently, because of the COVID-19, we haven't I believe the pass. So I gotta get my passport for another 10 years, so I can do some traveling, because I love traveling. I love traveling. Yeah, I love traveling. Gotta love traveling, man. So guys, have a great week, man. Have a really great week. Enjoy following, subscribe, share the post. I am Roberto. I am the Unbreakable Rogue. I'm excited because I'm working on my health. I'm planning. I'm super fucking pumped up. I'm excited because the time that I'm gonna be living, I might die tomorrow. You never know. Nobody has. We're limited, so we gotta make sure that we do the right thing with our time. We do the right thing about ourselves, and enjoy life, man. The sky's beautiful. So have a great day. Share the post. Share it. Send me an email at roguelaw888@gmail.com. Rogue, ROGUELAW 888@gmail.com. roguelaw888@gmail.com. Have a great afternoon, and we'll see you tomorrow, man. And I know, I'm in the process. I've been, trying to, get, I want to get my brand out there, and I don't have the perfect lighting. Sometimes they say you got to, but you know what? The great thing about life is you got to take action. I gotta get me, people does the tripod and the lighting and this. Eventually I do that, but right now it's raw. So it's just like, when you see a couple of, pictures of videos of Jeff Bezos, before, he turned into this massive multi-trillionaire dude. And so this is the proof that we can do it. We're surviving. We're survivors. Have a great afternoon. Follow me. Please share it. Share the post. Love the world.